Welcome everybody to a long overdue update of the ElCaPoocho. Been very busy with work and just trying to knock out some projects around the house, but it's not to say I haven't been working on the car. We started out with the 57 Chevy hardtop convertible, and I mentioned that this isn't convertible because of the missing B-pillar. This is what Chevrolet referred to this type of car. Actually, all body manufacturers referred to it as this. This had the 289cc. I got this donor car from Radar. So this is what it looked like at the beginning. And if you guys watched the Sethster build that I did for Seth, kind of started a trend when I do my customs. I give these to just people in the community. I will start something and with the intent of letting them finish it, and Seth has done some work on Sethster and has posted several videos, and it's looking really great. With Pooch's car, he mentioned that he doesn't have time to do different things, and he was really instrumental in getting me to start doing these videos. So I've always been kind of grateful for that, and I'm thrilled that he's one of my subscribers. So so I decided to do one for him, and I'm actually going to finish it, paint it, and everything. So here's the update. I was able to strip the paint down and get and this is just basically the mock-up, so I'll take it apart and I'll show you what I've done with this thing. It's in line with the Sethster, but I'm trying to hide it, sort of like a reveal later. So this has got the Joker engine in it. I was able to go in and take out some depth here with the air intakes. So each one of these has some additional depth. I didn't want to go too far and thin out the metal, but the extra depth does help that. I was able to add the belt here for some detail, and the one thing I'm missing here is I'm going to be building basically a radiator wall to kind of fill in that gap there. But the engine's in place. The wheels came from the Dodge 69 Super Bee. This is a great casting, and the wheels were perfect for this because I like this unfinished sort of hot rod look. It's got the rake and everything. The piece that's really great is the addition of the motorcycle, and I plan on painting this, but I have done some additional details, and I'll come back to the motorcycle here in a second. Of course, I've got the tailgate, and I need to finish out this section in the back, but I'll show you something interesting, and I don't have this tightened together yet, so it's really just in the mock-up stages, but it's designed to work just like it does with the 56 panel truck that I put the notch in there, and this is the rough start. I was able to file away some details, so if you look at the seat, it's more defined, and the handlebars are more defined. I still got some more filing to do, but I plan on painting this. And if you look at the clearance between the ramp and the motorcycle, I got rid of that excess. There's still some more to do. I just wanted to get just the basic details. So there's probably like a 1/16 of an inch in front of the rear wheel that I need to get rid of. So that's going to be in the rear. I've got to build this gap out here. I tried a bunch of different beds to kind of get that depth. I couldn't find anything, so I was able to use this. So let's take it apart and show how it's kind of coming together. I'm going to be doing the same thing with the windscreen that I did with the Sethster to kind of keep that up. That's going to be a little lip, so I'll be able to paint it and insert it without it being visible on this side. I did get rid of the tailgate, and I have that piece, and it's going to be, if I can get away with it, I will be doing a hinge, because there's enough real estate in here between what I have to raise to put a type of hinge. It's not going to really matter unless the motorcycle's out, but we'll see. I'm sure Pooch is getting tired of this, hearing about this Camino, ElCaPoocho actually. So I use spacers to kind of get a better seal and the right clearance for the different pieces. Again, these wheels are awesome. I'm probably going to touch up that chrome a little bit, or just leave it as that, because hot rodding was basically just using what you had. It wasn't, you know, showroom stoppers or anything like that. Did a little bit of detail here on the interior, including the steering wheel, and if you can see the brake pedals, this is positioned here to get that clearance for the engine. I built out some styrene, just backer on that engine, because I needed that rear piece to kind of give it that height. And again, primarily to get past those rear wheels. So the engine does sit kind of high, which is okay too, because when you've got that much of a rake, it's natural that an engine as big as this needs to stick out. I'm trying to come up with a better way to get rid of this little angle cut. I don't know what I was thinking when I cut, so I may come in and do some detail here, and I'm hoping that radiator wall will hide some of that detail. But it's coming together. I do need to come up with some type of rear wall, because right now all I have for this is just wide open. And for this, what I had to do was I had to file down enough. If you look closely, this casting on the bottom has this hump to allow for this level of detail of the drive axle. So there's a lot of plastic on top, and I needed the motorcycle to clear. So a couple spacers there on each side to kind of give it some height, and an additional piece here just to kind of give it some rigidity on the walls. And then what I'll end up doing is stripping off the chrome and putting a sheet of bare metal foil, and also doing something here. I do have a sheet of copper bare metal foil. I'm curious to know how it's going to look with flat black and some copper trim, so I may toy with a little bit, but that's coming across pretty nice. That channel is actually centered there, so that looks nice. As you can see, you know, it rolls just fine. There is some problems, I guess. There you go. So there it is. It's coming together really fine. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the detailing on the motorcycle. I'm going to try my best to get it to match the car, but I really like the extra detail that I carved out here, because it really gives it some depth. That saddle there, yeah, part of me wants to reach out to Seth and have him give me the motorcycle back so I can actually try to do some detail on that for him. But I don't know. I hope you guys appreciate this. Look for another Taco Tuesday video. I've got a couple that I'm going to show. I've been overdue with that, but I will be getting back into it. So that's all for now. Happy cracking.